Hey, what's going on? This is Jesse here, and I've done some build-alongs and build bows in the past and on YouTube. So I searched around because I was trying to figure out how to put recurve in my hickory bow that I made. If you can see here's my hickory bow that I made. It's just a self bow. There's no sinew on it or anything. It's a really good bow. It shoots great. But I cut it while it was still a little green, and I'm trying to put a little recurve in it now that it's dried out a little bit, because it's kind of got a little bit of string follow, and I don't want it to lose any poundage. So what I've done is I've built this jig here, just basically cut it out with a jigsaw. You basically just round it out nice, you get your design and make sure it's not, poorly made. And I tried to use those little clamps and they were sliding off, so I roped it and clamped it, that way it doesn't move. Now the last 3 inches or so isn't gonna, we're not gonna get that to bend anyway. What I'm working on is from here to about here, get it to bend around this curve. And the way you do that is you get a heat gun. So I'm going to turn on the heat gun and just run the heat gun in this area until it gets nice and hot. Now, I've already done this before the camera was on. You put oil on the limb of the bow that you're going to bend. Just the part that you're going to bend. Self bows, you want to oil the entire bow anyway, just to season the wood. But just the part that you're going to bend, you really need to oil it. It basically helps the wood from being burned, and it allows the heat to get deep into the bow. Now, here in a second, I'll move this chair that I have holding everything up, and you'll see that this bow will just bend right around that. It's going to work out really good. And I'm going to try to do it without burning my rope too bad down there. So let's see if I can't angle it a little. And basically get on the back side of the bow. And a heat gun will work, or if you got a stove, you don't have a heat gun, you can heat the bow up over a stove. This bow had a lot of snake to it, and I actually straightened it out with my friend Travis on his stove. And I just wedged it in between two basically trees made of vise, a natural vise outside, and it straightened it out really well. Now you want to heat it, this whole area here, so you can bend anywhere where it's heated. It's going to bend good, and then once it cools, it's going to stay like that. So I'll just and this is a finished bow, so I want to be real careful not to burn it, because that can make it brittle and it could break. And like I said, it's already very shootable, ridiculously strong. It's already 50 pounds at 28 inches, but this may bump it up to 60 pounds, and then when it dries out a little bit, maybe 65. It's a very good bow. Hickory is a great wood to make bows out of. I mean, some of the best bow wood I've ever seen in my life. But you're not going to be able to see the finished product on this video, but basically I just wanted to go over this. You make the jig, and you heat it until the bow is hot to the touch, which it is there pretty much. And get it one more good time and nice and heated, and then I'll show you how I bend it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is remove this chair from the equation. Hang on, you're going to lose sight for a second, but bear with me. Okay, now that the chair is out of the equation, you can see it bending pretty substantially. I'm not going to go insane with it because I don't want it to break, but you can see it reflexing right there. Now, the proper way to do this, hold on one second. The proper way to do this would be to add another clamp to about this area right here, which I'm going to do now. Hang on. Okay, I just added another clamp. It's just going to help it stabilize for me. And then we just heat it up. Oh, it's falling over. This is kind of a two-guy job here. But we're just going to heat it up in that one spot there. And you slowly just bend it around that bend. And that is basically all there is to it. I hope this video was helpful. Once the bow cools, after it's been bent and heated, it will stay like that forever. And obviously that's what you're going for. Now you need some good clamps. Obviously I'm just using stuff I had around the house. But you know, these are really good clamps if you can get a big one. These are great. They're real strong. They got the rubber on the end so they don't damage the bow. But you need large ones to be able to fit around your jig. And the jig, by the way, has to be wide enough to where it doesn't bend up with the bow, obviously. You can use anything to make the jig, pine, pretty much anything you want to use. So anyway, there it is. There's how to put recurve or reflex in the tip of your homemade bow. You can do this with any type of wood, osage, orange, hickory, anything. Literally anything. Yew wood, anything. So I've been getting into making some bows out of cypress and hickory. Those are my two favorite woods. And osage is kind of hard to attain. Yew is damn near impossible to obtain. You know, black locust is good wood. Hickory is good wood. Cypress is good wood. Cypress is really cool because it's light and it doesn't feel like it's going to be a very good bow at all. And then you shoot it and it shoots fast. It's hard. It's amazing wood. Cypress is unreal. It's what the Seminoles used. Hickory is what most of the Cherokee used, and black locust and stuff like that. Anyway, this is how it's been done for hundreds and hundreds of years. This is how you reflex your tips. Like, subscribe. If not, I really don't care. Just check it out, get out into nature, build some stuff, have fun. You only live once. Peace.